Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating dynamic in the publishing world. We're looking at how the Errekappa Ediciones catalog brilliantly balances profound, often heavy educational themes with incredibly strong commercial viability. Because let's face it, for booksellers, educators, and parents, finding stories that not only teach emotional intelligence, but also make total sense sitting on a bookstore shelf, that's the ultimate goal. And as we'll see today, this collection hits that sweet spot perfectly. Now check out this poignant quote from A Color in the Crowd. It asks, "Aren't we all made of colors?" That line right there perfectly captures the core mission of these books. It beautifully illustrates the incredible power of a page to explain complex, heavy topics like potential, awareness, and inclusion to young, developing minds. It is all about using art to answer life's big questions. All right, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover growing through empathy, the discovery of diversity, nature and human rights, and finish up with the impact on the future. Let's get right into it. Growing through empathy, focusing on building emotional intelligence through relatable narratives. Before we even look at the beautiful artwork, we've got to understand the underlying framework here. These books, they're basically tangible toolkits for emotional intelligence. They give kids a really safe, bounded space to process massive feelings like stress or sadness. By seeing those exact emotions mirrored in storybook characters, children learn how to navigate their own internal worlds. Take a look at this striking artwork from Il Sorriso della Mamma. The story here revolves around a super busy mom who has literally lost her beautiful smile, which prompts her worried kids to search the entire house for it. So the really crucial point is how the story resolves. There's no magic spell here. It resolves through sheer empathy. The kids step up and offer this simple, hand-drawn map and a bicycle to help their mom find her way back to joy, so she doesn't get so tired. What a fantastic way to teach kids that even small acts of understanding can profoundly impact the adults they love. Moving on, the discovery of diversity, celebrating uniqueness and overcoming prejudice. This catalog approaches diversity from so many compelling angles. For instance, take Lucio Without Blue. It tackles colorblindness head-on. It shows exactly what happens when a boy is labeled weird just because he can't see the color blue, which directly addresses bullying and the need for allies. Then we have Cuco, which is about a fox boy born different who only finds peace when he finally accepts his own uniqueness. And then there's A Color in the Crowd, addressing racism and integration by showing that a color can become absolutely anything it desires when it's left free to be. They literally turn the abstract concept of feeling like an outsider into incredibly relatable, powerful narratives. Plus, we get these visually striking approaches, like Story of a Word. Get this, it's a completely silent book. Without a single printed sentence, the images alone remind us of the immense weight of words and the power of imagery to build real awareness. It's designed for ages 4 and up, which just goes to show you don't always need text to communicate profound messages about meaning and understanding. All right, nature and human rights, from ecological harmony to civic responsibility. The way the catalog progresses here is meticulously planned to build global citizens. It's like a 3-step journey. Step 1 kicks off with environmental lessons in Home Sweet Den, where animals are forced to figure out coexistence after humans cut down their forest. Then Step 2 shifts into personal civic agency with They Asked Me. This is a book that teaches the absolute power, responsibility, and consequences of learning how to say no. Finally, Step 3 scales all the way up to universal truths with Seed Words, Leaf Words. This one beautifully illustrates the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, literally turning words into seeds and leaves to teach kids about freedom and equality. Now, when we move into heavier topics for older audiences, the catalog makes this really brilliant aesthetic shift. Just look at the artwork for the novel Hope. Featuring striking urban art with a teenager in a hoodie and headphones, it packs a massive visual punch. It's designed to immediately appeal to young adults, perfectly hitting that target audience of 13 and up. And Hope is more than just a cool cover. It acts as a vital lifeline for teenagers dealing with social alienation. It was actually written by an educator who works right on the front lines with fragile youth. The story follows a 16-year-old who everyone thinks is a lost cause, but it uses highly relatable themes. We're talking rap music, volunteering, to tackle some really heavy issues like school dropouts and rebuilding self-esteem. Ultimately, it's a story about having the courage to get back up, even when everyone else has written you off. The impact on the future. The dual benefit of Errekappa Edizioni. The true strength of this whole catalog is that it absolutely doesn't force you to choose between purpose and profit. On one hand, you have immense educational value, right? Books that foster deep empathy, teach universal human rights, and tackle tough issues like colorblindness and bullying. But then, on the other hand, you have undeniable market value. You've got accessible pricing, stunning hardcover formats, and an audience appeal that spans from toddlers to teenagers. It literally delivers on both fronts, simultaneously. So, I want to leave you with this final thought today. Knowing the immense power these specific books have to bridge tough societal realities with real emotional growth. How will you use them to build the empathy of our next generation? Whether you're a bookseller stocking a shelf or a parent reading at bedtime, the tools are right here waiting for you. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and as always, keep learning.